Well, there it is. Hi guys, this is WTii, and I'm here with another World of Warcraft video to talk to you about how I'm getting on. Well, you know that 110 Demon Hunter? Well, he's kind of put on reserve for now because I got a little bit too frustrated with the whole movement aspect of his combat abilities. It becomes a bit of a pain in the ass to keep sort of rotating your camera and moving it around all the time just so you can not fall off the map or fall off an edge and make sure you hit all the targets without aggroing everyone else nearby in dungeons. He's a cool character. I actually really like the Demon Hunter sort of like general flow of it. I think it's a great character for people to get into, and I'm glad I leveled it up to 110, but I gotta be honest with you, I just love the Druid. I just love Druid, and I had to come back to it. And I'm telling you about one thing you can do to help yourself get back into the game. Now, I don't know whether you've got access to the beta as well for Legion, because I do on my account. Now, you do have the PTR. If you load up the PTR for World of Warcraft, you can have access to a level 100 character of any type. But with the beta, if you have access to it or not, I don't know, unfortunately. You have to let me know in the comment section below. You can have, basically, you can create a level 110 of any class, any combo. And that's basically what I did, is on the side, I created a level 110 of various characters, as you saw there. I had like a warrior, paladin, shaman, classes that I was pretty interested in trying out and swapping to, because I was thinking, you know, I like this Demon Hunter, but I pretty much want to go to something else. I don't feel like I can keep it up with all the movement combat capabilities and stuff like that. It's just becomes a bit frustrating. So I thought, you know what, I'll try out some other classes. What's the best way to do that? Well, I could use my account, which actually has level 100s across the board, or I could try to find a way to get access to the highest level account. Now, if you can only get the hundreds, you still get access to a lot of the majority of the talents and the abilities, especially for classes that you may not even have. So the PTR is still a great way to go for you, because you might not even have a rogue, and then you can create a rogue and see how it plays before you decide to create it as your main or boost it. So that's one definite tip. If you have access to the Legion, then boom, here you go. So what I did was I essentially created... you can't have any add-ons or mods, as far as I know, on the beta version. But it's not really relevant because you can set up your hotkeys, and basically I went through each of the specs. I picked all the talents, how I want them to be for each of the specs, and you'll see they change as they go. And this is feral now. Everything changes, so when I change to bear form I get different abilities. So I basically set up the characters on the beta for World of Warcraft Legion, and for those of you that can't get access, it will be via the PTR, and that way you can really sort of have a, as you can see, is in a testing area, so you can test your DPS, see how it feels, boom, get that going, maybe, you know, a bit of Savage Roar into that, into Berserk, into another couple of shreds or whatever you want to do, and Bob's your uncle, really. Chuck that in there. Now, one thing you don't have access to in the PTR is your artifact weapon, but with the Legion you do, so you can test even your artifact weapons, because you might really like the idea of a class, but you hate the way the artifact weapons look and play. Well, there's the problem, isn't there? So there's different ways to test out your classes. So as I can say, I go for each of these, and I changed up all the specs and abilities. Now swap back to this guy. This is my Druid. As you can see, he's got his add-ons, so that's Bartender, so he's all set up, and it's the same deal. Is I went to Guardian. Here's my Legion version of Guardian. Now that's going to look a little bit different to how my actual character looks, but the hotkeys are all still pretty much basically exactly the same. I played around with it and I got them exactly where I want. Like Shift H should be Swift Men on this. Let's see if I'm right. Shift H is Swift Men. Do you see what I mean? So you can have a play on the PTR or the beta for all of these classes that you might be interested in trying out. And Druid just really does it for me, because you have so many different specs to try, and I'm so excited to try out Balance soon. I'm only level 101 on my main character, and I've just started sort of doing the class order hall stuff, as you can see here, completing the main missions that you need to get going. And I'm really excited just to sort of like get this guy going, because I've been playing the last couple of days and I just like, holy, I really like this. At first, it was really off-putting because I got used to the Demon Hunter, and I tried out Feral, and I was like, oh, I'm not so sure if maybe this is a bad idea. Should I just go back to Demon Hunter or try a different class? I stuck it through, and I really liked it. And what's more, the benefit with Druid is the fact that you can obviously try so many different specs. And the main thing that really appeals to me as Druid is the fact that they're so fast in Feral form. I like being fast. I like the ability to prowl, aka go invisible. I like the potential for PvP, so it has it in abundance. You can even heal in battlegrounds if you want to. That's one thing I used to love doing. I don't know whether it's as effective anymore because I know that they've got the global cooldown nerf, which is a bit upsetting. 3-second global cooldown nerf. You can't quite shift out and in forms instantaneously as you used to, which was OP as hell, and it was really, really fun. But anyway, I still love Druid enough that I could still put up with that. And yeah, healing and just never dying in battlegrounds was awesome. And I really am curious about trying out balance as well in the PvE environment, potentially PvP, but mostly PvE, like a range caster. I tried it out and I thought, hey, I really like this. I played them all. I played Mage, I played, Elemental Shaman, I've played the Warlock, I've played Priest, Shadow Priest, whatever it might be. I've basically played it and I've done it. And I really like the way they've made changes to the Druids. It's all beneficial, and again, this is a great way for you to work out what class you like. So again, I log out of here. I didn't try them all because I pretty much got fixated. As soon as I got to the Druid, I was like, yep, we're stopping there. We don't need to create another character. But yeah, you got your Priest, your Rogue. These are all PvP spec'd characters, or rather geared characters, but that's really irrelevant. It doesn't matter. They've got awesome gear. That's the main thing. You can test out your DPS, and they'll have the relevant stats. So it's just a little video letting you guys know about it. And if you're interested, you should at the very least have access to the PTR. Hopefully maybe you got access to the beta as well. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I'm excited to try to bring up some more World of Warcraft content for you guys, so make sure you follow and stay tuned for that. It's definitely going to be much more Druid based as I get this little guy going. I'm liking it. So thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.